Star Wars, okay, from the start, hated the fact that Disney took over Star Wars.
Well, they fucked it up.
Yeah,
they fucked up the.
So when The Mandalorian came out, I was on the ropes, and then The Mandalorian single-handedly has saved Star Wars in Disney's hands. Okay, season 2 thoughts.
They've definitely done a lot of really good things because season 1 I really enjoyed. Season 2, the first episode already broke out. Quite a long episode. It was really good. I like that The Mandalorian is actually taking stuff from the Clone Wars animated series and making them live action. Now, Ahsoka Tano, that was never in any prequels officially. However, I can't remember the creator of Ahsoka Tano, but he made it alongside George Lucas, and he's actually directing episode 5, which is coming out for us on Saturday. For everyone in America, I believe it's Friday, something like that. I'm so stoked for that because in the last episode they name dropped Ahsoka that they were going to take the child, aka Baby Yoda.
Well, the episode before.
Yeah, episode 4.
Yeah.
They're going to take him to a planet called Corvus, and they're going to take it to the Jedi, who and they've only name dropped one Jedi's name, which is Ahsoka Tano. We knew that she disappeared after around the Revenge of the Sith. She was set up for a crime she didn't commit. The Jedi Council were going to, hit her with a massive crime which she didn't commit. So once she was exonerated with the help of different Jedi and that, she lost her faith in the Jedi Council. She bounced. She fucked off. But then when Anakin transitioned to Darth Vader, she'd encountered him after that, had a little scrap, got away safely. And she was able to get away while Vader, I think, was chopping off a lot of fallen Jedi that were still around. There were remnants in their galaxy far, far away. Yeah. So it's cool that Mandalorian is set after the original trilogy, which would be the original episode 3, Return of the Jedi. So it's cool that they're building a mix of the original trilogy, a little bit of the new stuff, because we saw it looked like they were. You don't know if Moff Gideon is part of this First Order or anything like that. It's not too sure if they're taking stuff from the new trilogy as well as the old stuff, because they brought in midichlorians. They said M count. When they were talking about blood, you see the clones and things like that. It's cool. I like it. I believe it's John. Is it John Favreau that's taking it?
Yeah, it is.
And he takes the Marvel movies. I think he did the last Spider-Man Far From Home. I think he did that one.
He did a good job. He's doing a really good job. I like where it's going in season 2. Season 2, episode 1, off to a great start. Season 2, episode 2, not bad. See, episode 3, probably my favorite one when all the other Mandalorians rock up, because the only source of Mandalorians information, the only source of Mandalorian information I knew about was watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Yeah, which was pretty good, and is her name Bo-Katan?
Bo-Katan,
yeah, Bo-Katan. Like bringing her character to life on the live action series was actually really good. But I didn't know that the Mandalorian, himself. He is part of they sort of have it like the Mandalorians are like they're from different lines. Like there's different.
Well, you asked me that not that long ago. Was it this week? You asked me. You said, "What is the black saber? And how does it work?"
Yeah, that was one of the questions. But the idea that there's different lines of them, like the one this guy's from, is where they can't take off their helmets.
Death Watch, aka the Watch.
Yeah, and then there was the Mandalorians that he comes across, and he's like, "Where did you get the armor? Why are you taking your helmets off? You guys are not Mandalorians." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then he's like, "Damn, he's one of them."
Yeah, whereas Bo-Katan has had that suit of armor for 3 generations in her family. She just made it clear that he came he got rescued as a child and became a Mandalorian through the Watch, but usually it's called Death Watch, which is like a segregated kind of group that alienated itself from the other Mandalorians, and they are considered Mandalorians, but they want to move towards the ancient way. You know, that they're always saying this is the way. It is the ancient way. Everything has always been done. Whereas Bo-Katan is from a different subset of Mandalorians who don't follow such strict rules that they can't take their helmet off and things like that. I think this season is a setup for maybe a season 3. I think season 3 is is where the Mandalorians unite and possibly some Jedi to take back Mandalore from Moff Gideon. Yeah. I think they're going to set that up because Bo-Katan is probably going to maybe have another appearance and then disappear for this season. And season 3 is where they're going to set up a big battle against Moff Gideon's army and things like that, because they showed the I believe it's Sith troopers at the very end of episode 4. You've watched it, yeah? Okay, you sure?
Yep.
I was about to say, because I was like, I'm shitting myself if I've spoiled that for you. Mate, it's been out for a week.
Mate,
Speed
I
up.
watched it.
I know. I was just about to say, mate, it's been out for a week. But the Sith troopers that Moff Gideon is using, the Sith troopers weren't an actual thing. They were in a video game.
Yeah.
But it's cool that they're taking a bit from the animated series, making it canon, and then taking something from a game that looks very cool and interesting and moving all these different bits into the same puzzle. I like that they're being very creative with everything, and I think they're just really good script writers. It was just like you said before, good script writing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, everyone's kind of like dying to see Ahsoka Tano, but there would probably might be some other Jedi, you know, still out there floating around the world. You know, it could be some others. There were definitely some Jedi that survived Order 66.
Yeah.
And
well, they used them in games, didn't they? Used it in the Star Wars Unleashed, where they had Star Killer and things like that. And then they had Star Wars Rebels, which is the animated one that came after the Clone Wars. Yeah. And Ahsoka Tano was kind of like a mentor to a lot of, younger individuals.
And then they had Star Wars Fallen Order as well.
Yeah.
And that was a game you played and finished as well.
I like that. That was a really good game.
Yeah. I know what happens in the game. I just never finished it.
Yeah, that was a really good game. I mean, that's still prior to the New Hope.
Yes.
Prior to the New Hope.
Yeah.
But it's fucking good. It's a good game.
You know what would be interesting? If they got the actor who played as... Can you remember the name of the Jedi?
I can't. I'm so sorry.
I can't, but he plays...
The ginger bloke. Yeah.
He plays as the Joker in Gotham.
Yeah, yeah.
So imagine if they got him to play himself in The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
but he's older and he's wiser.
That would be very, very cool.
Because the game ends with him like tearing up the holocron, and then that's it. They just keep going, you know, through the universe. So you don't really know what happens to them after that. It'd be really awesome to have him show up because he's a really good actor.
Yeah, I think he's a good actor too. It's just it gets very weird, especially with Star Wars, because they've got comics and things like that as well, just like Marvel and DC. But a lot of the time it's not considered canon until it's in a proper film or it's in a book, because sometimes they write books, like little novels and that, and then essentially Disney can say whatever is canon or not canon. It's weird. It's not weird, but it's good that they're starting to play around. But it is weird that they can say whatever's canon or not canon. Like they can create something that's in the same Star Wars universe or whatever, and it's just a cool story, but then they'll be like, oh, yeah, that is cool, right? But it's not canon.
Yeah.
So why should I give a fuck about it then?
Yeah. Yeah, true. You want to know something else is interesting? Because of Mandalorian Season 2, all of a sudden, Disney Plus has got like shitloads of downloads and resubscriptions.
Literally the only thing that people sign up to
Yeah.
for Disney Plus is The Mandalorian.
Yeah, and then I saw a meme where it's just Mandalorian's helmet over, what's his name, Palpatine goes, I am Disney Plus. Technically it's right. Other than Marvel, it's not really good for much.